going on, everybody? Welcome to episode 6 of the Ham Podcast. You've got Helmke here, and you've got what I like to consider the Ryan Reynolds of podcasts, Mr. Mike. What's going on?
What up? Not much, man. What's going on with you?
Oh, you know, I'm coming off of a stellar weekend, one for the books. I would say one to remember, but I don't remember it all.
I would have to agree with you on that one. Yep.
Yes, it was a great weekend, and what we're referring to, guys, is it was my birthday.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, let's just say that I wanted to act like I was 20 years old again, right? I decided let's just party like I'm 20, and let me tell you something, it took me about 3 days to recover.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it was good because we had, friends over, barbecue, and it was a good time. It's we hadn't had it since COVID started, so it was good just to get to chill for a little bit,
Oh, it was beautiful.
But yes, 3 days to recover.
How did you enjoy it? What was your favorite part? What was your favorite part of the weekend, Mike?
All of it, really. All of it. Just like the preparation, being all like giddy excited, and then, barbecuing, hanging out.
Yes.
I mean, all of it. It wasn't like one moment that was like the best. It was all the best.
I will say this. Go ahead.
Oh, no,
go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. Go ahead.
I will say this. I had one favorite moment. I had one. And all leading up to this, right, I was being challenged and a lot of shit talked to by one particular person, shall remain nameless, Fancy. So he kept saying he was going to whoop my A-double-S hockey sticks, right? My A-double-dollar signs.
A-double-dollar signs.
That's right. He was going to whoop it in beer pong. And let me tell you something. This right here was on fire. On fire.
Well, I wasn't. This right here, hit my mic, was not on fire. It was like it wasn't another planet because I couldn't hit anything. So we're not even gonna talk about me. No, we're not gonna do it. I'm good.
I love talking about you. It always puts a smile on my face.
Not when it comes to beer pong that night.
Yeah, no. You were a little disappointing. But to the contrary, the first time we were partners against Fancy, I was the disappointing one. So
that's true.
We switched this time.
Yeah, we need to both be on the same page next time. No one asked Dallas. No one asked Dallas.
Yeah, Dallas. Storm Rage 1989. What's going on? Want to stop by and show some love? Haven't seen in almost a year, big guy. Hope you've been well. I appreciate that, Storm Rage 1989. Thank you so much.
He said it's Gabe.
Thank you for stopping by. Yes, Gabe. Yes, sir. That's right. What's going on, Papa?
So I was going to ask you. I mean, I know right now you're not working from home for the last couple of weeks, but leading up to that, how has your work from home been for you since COVID started? Like, has it changed much? Has it changed anything? The way you feel about things, or just talk to me.
Yeah, I'll be honest. First off, also, I want to give a shout out. It doesn't look like it updated on the screen, but Storm Rage, thank you for following as well. Because I know you're a new follower, didn't show on the screen, but thank you for following.
Thanks for saying that. So before you start talking, we had an issue 2 weeks ago on the stream where someone kept blasting followers. I need to turn that back on, so I'll do that right now.
You baby, that's what. Hey, teamwork makes the dream work.
That is so true.
Yes, but work from home, right? The last couple of months I've started back in the office, but prior to that, I was work from home for about a little over a year and a half, and for me, it has its good points and its bad points, right? Working from home is great. I can roll out of bed, take a quick shower, just walk right to the computer. Hey, let's get the day going, right?
Mm-hmm.
However, I've always been a big boy, but man, I feel like I put even more pounds on working from home because that fridge is right there. That fridge.
I mean, hey, I'm with you. I right when COVID was starting, I had been working out for a little bit, and I was like, feeling good, getting in shape, and I think that's all gone. I need to go back into the gym and get that going again.
Says the guy who's like half my size. Half my size.
Doesn't matter. I can still feel it.
Hello.
Whoa, my bad. No, but I mean, it's been good, like in ways, because I don't have to worry about the traffic, driving. When I get home, I mean, well, at the time also traffic coming home. So now it's just I get up, get ready, go to work, and then log out, and I'm ready here at home. So I would like to do it permanently, just because I mean all the extra like putting in gas constantly because of driving, traffic,
Yeah.
all that stuff. But I actually enjoyed it.
I will say this though, going back to the office has made me appreciate home a little more because, like you said, logging out and you're already home, right? So
Hmm.
I felt like I really wasn't ever going anywhere. Now, when I go to the office and I come home, it's like, okay, yeah, I haven't seen you in 8 hours. It's good to be back home.
True, that's true. But like,
So
yeah, I mean, because you're doing it now. Something happened on my screen, so it's messing me up right now. Sorry.
let's go. Take your time, bro. I'm here for you.
Yeah, I don't know what happened, but it's okay. I'll work on it later. But yeah, I'm actually been enjoying it. I hope it stays permanent, just because it. I don't know. I actually have just been liking it, and of course, when everything at least gets back to a good normal, because I know what Delta has popped back up, so I'm pretty sure there's gonna be another wave eventually, whenever that ever hits. But I just enjoy it because when things are at least kind of back to normal, when I log out here, I can just like go wherever I want. I don't have to worry about driving home, dropping off my bag and whatever. Get all that. It takes a little longer to be ready to do something. Where now it's just like I'm
Yeah.
logged out. Where do I go? Let's go. Let's do some drinking.
Hello. That's my favorite hobby.
Yeah, hey, this thing just keeps messing up on me. Apologies.
It's all right, man.
My apologies.
So let me ask you this: now that you've done both, right? Obviously, you work from home
Huh?
and you've done in the office as well.
Hmm.
You said you had your choice, right? If you had your choice, you would do work from home. Is
Right
that
now.
locked in? Is that 100% that you would absolutely stick with that?
Yeah. If I had the opportunity to work from home 100%, I would do it.
Okay, all right. Well, I'm gonna go and play devil's advocate and say that I would rather work in the building.
I mean, yeah, and there's nothing wrong because there's people that love. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love being in the office too. Like, if I had a choice to even like some days go to the office if I wanted to, I would do it. But it's just because I like to interact with people. I mean, yes, it's good to have that person next to you, face to face, talking.
Yeah,
But I don't know. I've enjoyed working from home. I've enjoyed it.
absolutely, absolutely. I mean, that's cool, right? And here's one of the advantages of working from home, right? Is you get to do stuff that normally you wouldn't be able to do on an everyday basis, right?
Hmm.
Like
Like,
putting up decorations,
true.
right? So, speaking of decorations, we are in the fall season, right? It is fall, and what does that mean? Holiday year,
And
holiday time of the year.
cold weather.
Oh yes, nice, cool beer drinking weather. I love it. I love it.
Oh, so
Right?
don't like I said, you can't stare at the four walls every day. For me, and just to real quick before we talk about
Yeah, go
decorations,
for it.
I don't know because I've always been a homebody. So being inside, I mean, don't get me wrong, I love to go out too. I'm not just like, oh, I'm staying at home. But I love. I mean, I do like being at home. I've always been a homebody. But being inside a house constantly doesn't bother me. But yes, I do need those times where I need to go outside. I need to go adventure out. I mean, because I like to go camping. I like to go. I like to go out too. But I am a homebody guy, so it being in the same room right here because this is where I work right here. It doesn't bother me. Just me.
Yeah. I will say this: since when I started working from home, I think I had more food delivered than ever before. I had never used these food delivery services, and when I started working from home, boy, did I abuse it.
Well, it just makes it easy, convenient.
Oh yes, it
Like
does.
everything else. But going back to where we're talking about before, decorations. What did you have something in mind you were gonna say?
So it's holiday season, right? We've
Yeah.
got Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas,
Hmm.
and let's ask that ultimate question, right?
Okay.
When is it too soon, my man? Talk to me. Give
Okay.
me the 411 because you live in a nice neighborhood, right? When is it too soon to put up Halloween decorations?
Okay. Why you guys say nice? Like I'm fancy or something? Jeez.
I didn't say fancy. I said nice.
It
Me
make
coming from the hood
That's what it makes
of
me feel like. No. So yeah, for Halloween, oh man, I'm the type of person that mostly won't put up decorations until like the month of.
Okay.
And now saying that is because there's a neighbor. I'm not going to point to which neighbor. Somewhere in my vicinity, someone put up a Halloween costume. Oh my god, decorations in August, but late August, but still early. Not even September. And I think that's way too early. I mean, okay, maybe last week of September, I can, let you get away with that. But no, not August. That's way too soon.
Yeah. I mean, first, before I go on, right? Cristo Santos, thank you so much for the compliment, man. Appreciate it.
Yep,
Appreciate the follow.
What's up, Cristo?
Yes. In case y'all don't know, he's one of the nastiest linebackers ever to play the game coming out of Edison. So the guy is a legend. But
yes,
I'm not much of a decorator, right? I'm not. I admit it. Even when I was in school, like I think I was the one kid that almost failed art class. Like I'm just not an artsy type of guy, right? So for me, I would say never put up decorations. I'm not that person. I'm horrible at it.
Well, you don't have to be artsy. They have them pre-made at the store. You just go buy it, and then either you hang it or you put it in the ground.
So check this out, right?
Are you that not artsy they can't buy it either?
Okay. Yeah. So peep this, right? Real story. So a couple years ago, pre-COVID, my job, we would always decorate for Halloween.
Okay.
And so one year they hand me the spider web stuff, the cotton spider web.
Yeah.
Yeah, I fucked that up real quick.
Oh, I love that.
I was like a kitten with a ball of yarn, and I jacked that shit up. I was like, they laughed at me and they said, just give it back. I was like, all right, yeah, you can take it.
Dallas agrees. Month of is a good rule. Well, Storm Rage said put him out after Christmas, so he wants to have Halloween all year round. But at work I had to do like our cubicle row. I'd put spider webs like in an arch above both sides of the desk I made a spider web tunnel. I'm artsy. I love that stuff, man. Well, I get it from my mom and my dad because when we were younger, we would make our own like Christmas.
He get it from his mama.
Get it from my mama. So like we would get wood. What do you call I can't think.
I got wood too.
Particle board. We all got wood. Well, most of us have wood.
Hello.
But there's this board where you cut in the shape of like snowman. We paint the snowman. So we would do our own, like make our own decorations. But I like making them. I like putting them up. I love putting decorations up in Halloween and Christmas. But too soon, August, yes.
Yeah, I agree.
First week of September. That's like just as bad. Last week of September to October, or like first week of October, perfect. I don't do a lot of Halloween, anyways. Mine's I like Christmas more, but I mean I do have some stuff.
I'll be honest with you. I think and I don't want to step on any toes here, but if you're putting it up on the last week of September, you're that neighbor that wants to show off, right? If you're in the last week of September already decorating for Halloween, you're that neighbor that says, "Hey, guess what? My shit's better than yours when it comes to decorations, and I'm gonna make a whole haunted house here in my front yard." That's what I imagine.
Oh, I don't have a neighbor for Christmas, but there's a either not my street. There's a main street, and there's another street. This guy does the light show with the music every year. Yep. That's the neighbor for Christmas where you're just like, yes, they want to show off. I mean, I get it. I understand. I love watching it, but yeah, that's a show off neighbor.
Yep.
Well, let me ask you this question.
Yes.
When would you like to see Christmas decorations in stores?
Oh man, let me tell you something. That shit gets on my nerves, right?
Yeah.
When Thanksgiving's not even over yet, and I'm already seeing the snow spray paint, and I'm already seeing wrapping paper. Let me enjoy my turkey. Let me gain 15 pounds real quick before I start even thinking about seeing Christmas stuff in the store. Like, I am a Grinch, my man. And guys, for you guys who don't know me, I have a son, right? I got a kid, and Christmas is
and he's
special.
Never put up Christmas decorations.
Yeah, I don't. I don't put up Christmas decorations. See, Michaela 319 said the stores have already started with
And
Christmas
it's
stuff.
true. I was at Lowe's, I want to
Mm-mm.
say like 2 weeks ago, and they're already up all Christmas trees and lights and wreaths and all of it. I mean, Halloween hasn't even come yet, and we already got Christmas decorations. Like what?
If I knew I could get away with it without getting in trouble, I would walk up and down those aisles and knock every one of them pieces of shits down. It is too soon. Do not put that up. Let me enjoy my kid's trick-or-treat candy, right? Let me steal out of his bag. Let me enjoy my turkey. And then we can talk about seeing some Christmas. I'm the guy who puts his Christmas tree up the week of Christmas.
Okay, that's way too late. Okay, yeah. Now we need to do a "What's Too Late" segment because that is way too late.
Well, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was saying because I think we at least put our Christmas tree up about a few days after Thanksgiving, and then I think we leave our lights on. It's a day after, somehow like the Three Kings. I think it's like you have to leave them up the first week of January, and then you take them down. I don't know, something like that.
Oh, you know why? Because I don't put it up. I don't put Christmas tree. My son's at the age, and I don't want to say it because I don't, in case anybody's kids are walking by. My son knows about the secret, right? He knows that's secret, right? So, I don't have to do that anymore, right? It's like, hey, dude,
you don't love the Christmas spirit.
I don't, and you know what? I agree with Storm Range. Mariah Carey's Christmas album should 100% be illegal. Anybody who plays Mariah Carey Christmas album deserves to be slapped in the face several times.
Okay.
Like with the glove, like medieval days. I challenge you to a duel. Pa-pa.
What we're going to do is tie you up to a pole, and I'm going to let everybody that loves Christmas smack you with that glove. Pa-pa.
Well, that sounds like a good time to me, Michael. Usually I pay double for that.
We'll put spikes on it and everything. It won't feel that good.
Yes, but I agree.
That's too evil.
I agree with Don't Lie Ho. You should not be taking down that Christmas tree during Easter time. That's way too late. For me, as they're taking their gifts, opening them, and starting to go outside and play, that tree should be coming down already.
Wait, Easter time?
No, yeah, he's saying because some people wait that long. I've seen people's houses that have the Christmas tree up in the corner still, and it's like, hey, when the big guy was resurrected, I don't think you expect to see a Christmas tree still. Take that shit down.
I'm pretty sure there are some people that leave up their Christmas tree all year round. I wouldn't doubt it. I don't know of any, but I'm pretty sure in this weird world, somebody has a Christmas tree up all year round. Just saying.
Yeah, they deserve to get. You know what? I don't. We're gonna get into this later, but those people deserve to hang out with Jon Jones while he's drinking.
Oh, all right, that dude.
We'll talk about that later. We'll get into that later. But Michaela 319 says her house will sing it this year. So apparently she will be playing the Mariah Carey Christmas album. So in other words, John Helmke won't be over there from now until Christmas is over.
I don't own the Christmas album. I don't know if my wife does, but I mean, I don't mind hearing like a song or two. I mean, I know they play on the radio like all the time, but I mean, I can get into it.
So let me ask you this then.
Okay.
I know the wife does or probably doesn't have the album, right? But one thing I do know about the wife is on Christmas, all day long is a Christmas story playing on the TV. God. And I know she leaves it. How do you feel about that? Talk to me. Michael, talk to me. Talk to me like you're not afraid to get a beating, son. All right?
No. I mean, she knows. Well, okay, I can watch it one time. Not every time it comes up in 24-hour period or however long it's up for. Screw that movie. I mean, like I said, I can enjoy it. I sit down and watch it once. I'm done. If you gave her a chance, she would sit there and watch it all day long.
I've seen it. But one thing I do love about your wife, well, I love a lot of things about your wife. She's an awesome woman. But one of the things that I love is she will also play The Exorcist during Christmas.
Oh my God.
And to me, that's just awesome. That's awesome.
That's just weird. I mean, hey, Halloween's here. Watch it during Halloween, not during Christmas.
I think it's got religious scenes in there, so I think it's Christmas appropriate.
You know what? Sure, I'll let y'all have that one.
Hey, if Die Hard can be a Christmas movie.
Oh no, that's not a Christmas movie.
Why can't The Exorcist?
That's not, just because you see a Christmas tree in the movie does not make it a Christmas movie. No. I don't care what anybody says. That's not a Christmas movie. Nope.
Hey, big guy. Oh, but all I'm saying is,
let me put up a Christmas tree and it'd be a Christmas stream every stream.
You know, right? Forget that. I tell you what, you could make a Christmas tree out of all them damn trophies you have back there. Show off. Huh?
I could.
Back there showing off with all your trophies. You're lucky I wasn't competing. Half of those would have been mine.
Whatever. But you did talk about Jon Jones.
Oh. What about him, Mike? Talk to me about the guy. Talk to me about I'm just going to go out on a limb and say the loser.
Well,
who is her?
Well, I know why you want me to talk about him, because I like the guy as a fighter, but he's just as a bonehead as Conor McGregor. They both do bonehead stuff. Just fight and be cool. But no, they can't even do that. But yeah, so Jon Jones had his fight in the Hall of Fame, and I think it was like what 2 hours, or at least a few hours after there was a domestic violence call that he was beating his wife or something like that, because they went down, or her and the kids went down in the elevator to the casino asking for help. And I think they said that her mouth and her nose were all bloodied up.
Yep.
But dude, like, why can't this guy stay out of trouble? Like, you just had an awesome moment, and then you had the most fucked up moment ever.
It's a shame, right? Because he likes to put on this persona that he's a God-fearing man because his dad was a preacher, and his mom is like blind or something, and he talks about all this God and Jesus and all that good stuff, right? But then you go and do bonehead things where you send your wife down to the casino with a bloody nose and a bloody mouth. And guess what? Not the first time. Oh, you're also known for doing a hit and run on a pregnant woman. Oh, it doesn't stop there, right? You're also known to get pulled over a few times for DWIs, right? Oh, doesn't stop there. You're also known for getting busted with hookers and cocaine. Now, don't get me wrong. I'll party with the guy. It sounds like a fun time, but
well, I don't know. He could drink too much, and then he would punch you at the same time.
I'll shoot him. All right.
Oh, dude, why do you got to go that far? God.
Because I can't beat his ass, Mike. That's why.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense.
I mean, I won't shoot to kill. I'll shoot to wound, but I'll guarantee you he ain't punching me.
I'm okay. So, yeah, well, I'm okay with that.
So today I actually heard it was released on Instagram and Twitter and stuff, the actual 911 call that the casino made regarding the situation.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, so it starts off, it's this casino security guard calls 911 and they ask him, they go, okay, what seems to be the problem? He says, I have a lady down here, appears to be a possible domestic violence issue. He goes, she's bleeding from her nose and bleeding from her mouth, and she's refusing to go back upstairs. We've told her that we can walk her back up there so she can grab her things, and she is so scared that she is refusing to go back up there. And we believe that the possible accused is still in the room, and he is a MMA fighter, Jonathan Jones. And the dispatcher goes, wait, MMA fighter? He goes, yes, Jon Jones. And they go, oh, okay, so where is she now? And he's like, she's still on the casino floor. They go, do you have security with her? Yes, we do. Does she want EMS? No, she's refusing EMS. But it's weird because she also is refusing to go back upstairs. So what does that tell us, right? She's afraid of him, but she also knows that she's not going to leave him, right? I don't want to say it's because that's her meal ticket, right? I'm not going to say that. I don't know their circumstance. But one of the things that one of the what was going on as well is the security guard tells the dispatcher she also has her 2 young daughters with her down here in the casino while she's being attended to by us. So you're talking about this world-class fighter who apparently did something, allegedly did something to cause her to bleed from the nose and the mouth, right? And possibly in front of the 2 daughters, right?
I wouldn't doubt it.
what kind of scumbag does that, man? You beat up. You are considered the GOAT of MMA. You can beat up just about any man in the world, and you're gonna go and lay your hands, or allegedly lay your hands. Yeah, allegedly lay your hands on your wife, fiance, whatever she is to him. And I just don't get it, man. I don't. And he's admitted. He came out the next day saying, once he was released, saying, alcohol. I shouldn't be drinking alcohol anymore. I just can't control it. It's one of my demons. I need to stay away from it. I'll never drink it again.
Any drug that he's done has been his demon. He should just stay away from anything.
I mean, look, man, I'm not going to sit here and tell you I'm a saint. Like, I've never partied in my life, right? But we've all experimented as young kids and as adults, whatever person's circumstances, right? If you can't handle it once, you probably shouldn't do it again.
Well, he hasn't been able to handle any of it, so
exactly.
He should have just stay away. I mean, allegedly, we don't know
exactly
what happened. We can only assume, and I'm pretty sure we're probably all on the same page. But we'll just leave it with allegedly.
Yeah, I will say this.
I feel bad for her and the kids.
I don't. Well, I feel bad for the kids. Let me rephrase that. I feel bad for the kids, but I don't feel bad for her because her and John came out today and released a video on Instagram where they're kissing, and it's being like a type message on the screen saying, "I'll never leave you," and then another message, "I'll never leave you, even through our good times or our bad times." It's like, wow. Like,
well, I mean, at the same time, yes, it sucks because you're like, oh, I don't feel bad for her, but then you don't know if somehow has holding something over her head to where she has to stay. I mean, you don't know the situation. I mean, none of us do. Yeah. But yeah. I mean, if she could get away, if she chooses not to, then that's a bonehead move. But I mean, I don't know the situation. I don't know her life or their life.
You said bonehead, no pun intended.
Oh yeah, John's bone. It's Jones. But yep. I mean, we'll see if he fights again in the UFC. I mean, no idea.
We don't know, but I tell you where we will see some fights, and it happens just about every damn week, and it ain't allegedly. There's video evidence.
Oh, yeah, we're talking about the Chiefs fight. That's right. Yeah, so Chief fans fought. I don't know the whole context of it. Here, it's probably going to play right now. Oh, there we go. Pause it. So I have a little bit of a clip from... Why does it keep playing? I said pause. Pause! So yeah, so there was a fight at the. So no one knows exactly what happened. They're just saying there was an argument that happened, and then all of a sudden punches were thrown. I have a YouTube clip. It's only 15 seconds, but it's a pretty nasty one. Let me
the judge of that. Let's see how nasty it is. And let me tell y'all something. It's just about every week at these stadiums that fans are fighting.
I don't know what I have on the screen. Here, let me. Oh, I do have it on screen. Woo! I'm great. So here we go. This is the video. I'll turn up the sound here.
So we got one guy in a Mahomes jersey.
So yeah, you guys see my cursor. So yeah, the guy in this, I think it's this guy in the white jersey, if I remember correctly. He's gonna fight this guy, and it's pretty nasty. And then another guy does a sucker punch. You'll see. I'll just show you guys. Here we go.
Let's take a look. Let's do a play-by-play here.
So he's knocked out, and then here comes a cheap shot, right there, and another one, and that's it. So, yeah. So the guy that does the cheap shot, for one, he's a bitch. Let me just say that. But they're all Chiefs fans, and so they're fighting with each other. I don't know exactly what was said, but yeah, I love like Stormy said, I love fan fights too. I think they're hilarious. People can't control their anger, what they're drinking, or what they're not
Jon
drinking.
Jones in those stands.
Yeah, there you go. But yeah, it's just like they're fighting. Or like, there's another clip. I guess it's further out in the distance, but yeah, I'll leave it alone. But yeah. So no one knows why they were fighting, but supposedly the guy that threw the punches, the guy that did the sucker punch and kick, they all went to jail for like 24 hours. But the guy that did the sucker punch and the kick, supposedly he gave the cops wrong information of what happened. a false name.
Oh.
Yeah, so he's probably going to have something a lot worse.
Oh, yeah.
The guy that got knocked out is supposedly in the hospital. He's on a breathing machine currently. So we don't know if he's going to do okay. But yeah, so I saw that and I was just like, God, Chief fans fighting Chief fans. Wasn't even the other team. It was fan on fans.
And that's what's crazy, right? Because last week I saw the same thing with Cleveland Brown fans. Cleveland, yeah, same thing. But this time it looked like they were in the tailgate area, right? I don't know if it was prior to the game or after the game, but they're both wearing Browns jerseys, and someone's shooting the video. And let me tell you something. If Dana White retires, they need to hire the guy who was holding the phone with this one, because he was like, let's get it on, boys. Let's go, boys. Throw that first. He was hyping it. So, yeah, they started fighting. But here's what gets me, right? In that Cleveland Brown fan fight, a fan or another Cleveland Browns fan comes out and tries to stop it, right? He's like, guys, stop it. And then he ends up getting punched.
Oh, God.
And so then his family jumps in and they start fighting. And so then it becomes this big melee. And I'm like, so, and let me tell you something, right? If I see a fight going on, I'm not fucking jumping in unless one of my homies is in the fight, right? If I see a couple of dummies fighting, I'm just going to sit there and watch. Now, if I see something where like the guy threw the cheap shot of the head kick for no reason, then yeah, I might go in and pull him off, maybe lay a punch or two when I'm on top of him, right? But
it's like, dude,
I don't get it.
It's like, dude, that doesn't need to happen. Like, dude, he's knocked out. Your anger, yeah, you want to fight someone that can fight back. I mean, we know how that is.
I mean, we just got a bunch of losers, right? You got the one guy who allegedly hits a woman. You got this guy who kicks a guy. No, allegedly, it's on video.
Well, yeah,
kicks a guy who's knocked out. You got Connor who punched an old man.
Oh, God.
Bunch of dum-dums walking around,
Yep, dum-dums. And, of course, before we go more into the NFL, because we need to talk about some football. We were,
yes.
We haven't talked about football in a while, but I want to talk about this one thing before we move there.
Talk to me.
What about this Mom Spaghetti restaurant?
Oh, what is this that you speak of?
Okay, so Eminem has opened a restaurant, and it's in Detroit. I don't know where in Detroit, but they had their grand opening on the 29th, so 2 days ago. It's called Mom Spaghetti, and that's so basically it's just a carton. It's almost like a giant Chinese carton where we get your Chinese food. Of course, the Chinese does what I just said. Sorry, that's what it is. And then they put spaghetti in it, or you can put spaghetti with meatballs. I think it's like vegan or non-vegan. And then you can do a spaghetti sandwich, and then you can get pop or water. It should be soda, stupid, but no, it's either pop or water. So yeah, he has his own restaurant now.
Yeah, who owns that?
Eminem.
Eminem.
I don't know if he 100% owns it, but I mean, he probably does. I didn't go that deep to see, hey, does he 100% own it, or is he like in a partnership with somebody? That I didn't check.
Yeah, it's like you said, we looked at the menu. There's about 4 items. It looks like complete garbage. It doesn't look like anywhere I would eat, right? But all due respect to whoever started it, right? If it was if it was somebody else, cool, man. Hey, you made it famous because of you put that verse in the song. Throw up on my sweater, Mom Spaghetti. However it went, I don't remember. I'm not a big Eminem fan, right? But now there's a restaurant, and hey, if you can make some money off of it, go for it. There it is. So, Mom Spaghetti.
I put up the Mom Spaghetti site. So I can't blur the number, but there's his number if you want to order. You'll never get it. I mean, unless you live in Detroit. But there we go. 2131 Woodward Avenue. But yeah, so that's all they have is Mom Spaghetti, $9. With meatballs, 12. With rabbit balls, vegan, 14. Spaghetti sandwich, which is, I guess, sketty sandwich. And then that's it. That's all they have currently at there.
Question is, why is the vegan rabbit balls more expensive than the regular meatballs. Meat is so hard to come by nowadays. The meat should be more expensive. I commend them for that.
Well,
right? At least the meatballs are less expensive than those vegan ones.
But isn't anything vegan more expensive?
Yeah, it's ridiculous, right? Because you can just grow it anywhere. Freaking plant-based.
Well, that's why everything that's unhealthy is so cheap and everything that's healthy is so expensive, which probably shouldn't be the case because it's, like I said, you can grow it and it's easier to obtain. I think it's just a way for, businesses to make more money. They're like, hey, you want something fresh? Here we go. $25 for one potato.
But is it a little ironic, though, to have vegan balls but name it after an animal?
Well,
like, do you get the irony there? Or is it just me?
Well, I mean, I don't know why they went with it. They could have just went with vegan balls. Because they put in parentheses vegan, so why not say vegan balls?
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Soy balls.
Soy ball. I don't know. But yeah, I don't know if it's good. Of course, I don't know if it'll be a place. I would try it at least once, maybe. I don't know if it would be something that I would say, oh yeah, I want to go to Mom's Spaghetti. I don't know. I mean, it's cool to say, when you're like in a sentence, but I don't know if I want to go there.
I mean, I think it's one of those things to where if I ever visit Detroit, I would go there just to say, hey, I went to Mom's Spaghetti.
I'd rather go to Philly and say I went to Gino's Philly cheesesteak.
Oh, yes.
Which I have done that. I should have went to the other one, though. I didn't go to the other one.
Let me ask you this, little off topic. Before we get to that, though,
yeah.
I agree, Storm Rage. They should call tofu and vegan stuff sadness. Nothing good about it. It's tasteless.
That's true.
Which was better? Because I know you had both. Gino's or Malik's Philly cheese?
Ooh.
Oh.
I don't. It'd be hard to say right now because I've had them so far apart. Now, they're both delicious. Let me just say it that way. Now I can tell you that Gino's has Cheese Whiz that they put on their topping,
which is the original.
Malik's doesn't. They put sliced cheese but I would like to eat them side by side again. A bite here and a bite here.
Yeah.
But I couldn't say right now. But I do want to try. So if I ever go back to Philly, I ran up the rocky stairs, at the museum. That was fun. At that time, I had a growing pool at that time. And I still did it. Didn't care. But
freaking warrior. You're a freaking warrior.
I would like to go to get Gino's. I forgot the other one because I didn't go there, but I like to get theirs too and eat theirs side by side and be like, yum, yum, yum. Which one's better? I don't know.
Oh, I agree with Papa. No fence sitting. Gotta pick one.
Oh, that's hard. I would have to say Malik's right now just because I mean, anytime Malik's is around, I would drive to go get it right now. Like if I knew right now Malik's food truck is parked, I don't know. I don't even care. It could be 25 miles away. I would go drive there right now and go get one. Yeah.
It is.
It's open right now?
It's right there down San Pedro.
Oh, that's near my mom's?
Yep, exactly.
All right, I'll be after this stream. I'm gonna go get me some Malik's.
I think they call it like the Rose Garden, that little area where they have like 3 different food trucks.
Yes,
but the premier one is Malik's.
I've been there once for Malik's. Yes, I remember.
Yes,
I should go there tomorrow. Then
there you go.
That sounds
there.
So
you go.
Oh, got myself some lunch, maybe some dinner.
Hello,
or both.
Hello, I love it, but that's a big statement. You might have just pissed off Philadelphia by choosing Malik over Gino's.
Why? I love my city too. But real quick, also, if you guys can see it, it's not very big, but like that's the carton of the Mom's Spaghetti. It just looks like a Chinese carton. They just put spaghetti in it and fork, and there you go, all done.
Chinese takeout carton.
Yeah. Thank you, Chinese takeout. Thank you. I'm not saying like it's like it sounds so wrong. I'm like, that's a Chinese carton. Sorry, that sounds so wrong. I apologize.
I got you.
Okay, let's move on to a topic that we hadn't talked about in a while. Talk about some football. So, for one, we'll get away from fantasy for the moment because I'm just gonna say I'm 0-3. I mean 3-0. No, 0-3. But hey,
you got the same record as Don't Lie Ho's Colts. You're 0-3, the both of y'all.
Well, the Colts actually do suck. I didn't think my team was going to suck. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. No, I mean Colts are they have a new quarterback. I mean they're going through some growing pains, but I mean, they don't have a bad team. It's just they're not meshing at the moment. But hopefully they'll bounce back soon.
Sam Ehlinger needs to start for them once he comes back from his injury. The great Longhorn quarterback, Sam Ehlinger, who's a rookie, that's who needs to start for the Colts when he gets healthy.
Well, yeah, you were saying that he was doing preseason for them and he was doing great.
Yeah, he had a comeback win for them during preseason. The coach was already talking about how good of a leader he was, and then he injured his knee on the last preseason game. So yeah, as soon as he gets healthy, I could totally see him getting some reps in the game and eventually taking what's his name's spot.
He came from
Philly.
Carson Wentz.
Yep, the injury-prone Carson Wentz.
Wait, is it Carson Wentz?
Yeah, it's Carson Wentz.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
don't lie. Wow. Now, and the Storm Rangers is going to practice his base. Lurk mode on. Sounds good. Lurk away.
Love it.
Hey, but what do you think about the Raiders 3-0? Like, so let me just say all the 3-0 so far. So you got the Raiders, you got the Rams, Carolina Panthers, Denver Broncos, and then we have Arizona Cardinals. I think I said them, right? No.
Yeah, you got them.
I got them? Okay. Oh, well, it would have been Bengals 4-0, but they lost. But anyway, so those are the 3-0s. Out of those the 3-0s, which one surprises you more?
I would have to go with Carolina. And yeah, I get it. They had Christian McCaffrey, right? But you're talking about a Sam Darnold that people were not excited to trade for, right? And let me tell you something. Sam Darnold is playing like USC Sam Darnold, like he was back in college.
Yeah.
And it's amazing what a good coach. They have Matt Rule, right? The coach of the Panthers, who's former Baylor coach. He's in his second year with Carolina now. Very good creative offensive mind, right? And he has put Sam Darnold in an offense where he can flourish, and Sam looks great. But yes, that's the team that surprises me the most, and along with the Denver Broncos.
Oh, yeah, the Denver Broncos it's actually a little crazy to see that they're 3-0. They're winning, though, and that's all that matters. I mean,
Teddy Bridgewater.
But I was even thinking, like, the Rams. I thought yes, we all know Stafford is a great quarterback. I thought maybe they would need some time to develop, because, yes, most of the other team was there, but then, Stafford comes in. That doesn't matter. Stafford is like, I like chunk the ball. He's got to like catch the ball. We're good. Doesn't matter. But I wish I had Stafford on my team, but I don't have him on my team.
I'm happy for Stafford, man. Stafford reminds me of Kevin Garnett, but for the NFL. He wasted a lot of years in Detroit the way Kevin did in Minnesota.
So true.
And then Kevin went to Boston and got himself a championship ring. Now, here's the thing. I don't really need Stafford to get a ring, right? Because obviously I want my Cowboys to win it. But
yeah, he win it next year.
Yeah, go ahead next year, or the year after. But I'm happy for him, man, because coming out of Georgia, right? I think it was a Georgia Bulldog, Matthew Stafford. So
I forgot what college he came from.
Yeah,
I can
coming out of go for it. I think it was Georgia. Coming out of Georgia, he's number one pick, right? Highly touted. And he got put on a bad team, man. And then to top it off, everybody was thinking, well, at least it'll be him and Megatron. And then Megatron plays like 1 year with them and then retires, right? He retires early. So then it's like, oh, shit, it's just Stafford.
Well, no, they played they played some years together. But it's just like they wouldn't want to put any other weapons around them.
Yeah.
It's almost, but yeah, sorry, he went to Georgia. Yes, you're right.
I'm good. Thank you.
I didn't say that, but that's okay.
I said it.
But Raider Nation, Pluto, Raider Nation, hey, they're doing really well too. I didn't think they would be 3-0. I mean, they were playing great last year too, but I didn't think 3-0.
Hey, Waller is a beast.
Oh yeah, I had him last year in fantasy and blew up. I loved it. But with Stafford, I feel like it's almost like the Tom Brady issue. Like, and I know this is going to sound weird, but a lot of times Tom Brady didn't always have the best receivers. Like a lot of them. So he had, yes, Tom Brady was great, but they didn't always have like the best receivers around him. Not always the best running backs around him either. But yes, but Tom Brady can still find a way to win. I felt like that was the same thing with Stafford. Yeah, it was him, Megatron, but who really was it after that?
That was it.
Yeah. So it's like you're like, oh, we can survive on these two. It's like, no, I maybe I need one more wide receiver and a half decent running back, or Megatron and a really
Offensive
good running
line.
back, or offensive line. But now he's got all of that with the Rams, and he's just like, let me show you what I'm really about.
Yeah, and he can rely on his defense to keep the other team low scoring, right? Because the Rams have a great defense. As much as I hate to say it,
they do.
You know, he can rely on that defense and say, hey, I can score 2 touchdowns on offense, and my defense we can still win the game with only 2 touchdowns. So I'll give him that, man. Happy for Matthew Stafford. His wife is amazingly beautiful as well, so he's a lucky guy.
I don't know if I've ever seen his wife. So
Amazing.
I'll just agree with you.
Google Stafford's wife. You won't be sorry.
So Don't Lie said, shout out to the Cowboys doing good this year, and this is coming from a Cowboys hater. I'm happy, but I don't want to be too excited yet. I think our real test is going to come is it Sunday we play? Is it Sunday? Yeah, Sunday.
We play Carolina.
Yeah. I couldn't remember if it was Sunday or Monday, but yeah. That's going to be a really good true test. I like our way our defense is looking. I know our offense has always been there, but I think the biggest thing is going to was our defense, and they're showing a lot of good promise so far. So I do hope that we can do well against Carolina Sunday.
And here's the thing, though. I think even if we beat Carolina, which I believe we should, right? We're not going to get the credit because people are going to say, well, McCaffrey didn't play. You didn't play a full Carolina team without their all Pro Bowl Christian. Guess what? I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, but
all those guys are in the NFL. We still beat them.
But Panthers have a really good defense too, so it's not
very good.
So it's not just their offense. I mean, we're not beating just Christian McCaffrey, even if he was there. We're beating the Panthers. All of them, quarterback, receivers, line, everything. But their defense is really good. So the Cowboys play. Oh, they play at noon. Sweet.
Yeah, early game. That means I got to get drunk early Saturday. No, I'm sorry, I can't drink this weekend. But
Carolina's dark garbage.
Yes.
Don't worry, Pluto. I saw what he said. I wasn't gonna pass him. So he wants to talk about Derek Carr's performances. Not gonna lie, I have not seen a Raiders game. I've just seen quick highlights, but I haven't seen I can't say I've watched the entire game and saw his performance, so I can't comment on it. But from what I know, he's doing really well.
Yeah. Well, I think one of the things that's making him, I've seen a few of their games this year, right? Shout out to the Sunday Ticket. Thank you. They're not sponsoring us. I just love it because I don't miss a game.
They should. Right? But, I'm kidding.
Yes, right? But one thing that Derek Carr is doing so much better this year is he's not forcing the ball, right? That was Derek Carr's kind of Achilles heel is he would force it into areas that maybe he didn't need to, right? Yeah. And he's not doing that right now. And I think that's what's really making him succeed is that he's not forcing it into double coverage, triple coverage. He's playing smart football as a quarterback. He's making wise decisions. And I think him and Gruden are finally on the same page, right? Sometimes when you get that new coach with that quarterback, it takes a season or two to get that offense rolling. And I think they're on the same page now. And I'll tell you what, man, Raiders have always been one of my favorite teams outside of the Cowboys, right? I love the Raider Nation history back to the Oakland days, right? And then the LA days. And, I love everything about them. Gritty, nasty, hard-hitting team. I don't necessarily know if they're that right now, right? They're more of a finesse. Yeah, their defense is great. I like their 2 defensive ends, right? I don't know why I can't remember their names at the moment, but one on each side. Yeah, and they're both white boys, right? So it's amazing, right? One of them is the one that came out this year that he's the first openly gay active player in the NFL.
I'm going to name a couple for you. There's Max Crosby, Carl Nassib.
Carl Nassib, he's the one that's openly gay. Yeah.
Defensive end Yannick Ngokwu.
I think it's Crosby.
Crosby, Max Crosby? Okay.
Yeah, I think he's the other side. But Nassib and Crosby, yeah, they're playing lights out at the defensive end position for Oakland. I'm sorry, for Las Vegas.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, and Waller, of course, playing lights out, right, at tight end. Derek Carr.
Like you said, it does take a quarterback and a coach a little bit of time. But that's also if the coach, the player believes in what the coach is telling him, like the system.
Yes.
Everything's going to work. And if he doesn't believe it, then a lot of times that never goes well. And then, of course, coach is gone or player is gone. But yeah, I think for a good while last year, I think he was trying to do his thing, maybe trying to study what the coach is telling him, still relying on old habits. But then, yeah, this year he's doing well. Doing very well. 64.7% completion percentage right now. 1,203 yards in 3 weeks. So yeah, he's doing well. 6 TDs, two INTs.
Google that? Did you just Google that?
I'm looking at the ESPN site for Derek Carr. Yep,
I knew it.
I couldn't tell you Derek Carr's stats at the top of my head. I can't even tell you Dak Prescott's stats on the top of my head. Besides the 80% passing in the last 2 games.
I will tell you this. I can tell you Dak Prescott's hips don't lie.
That's
true.
By
that pregame warm-up, those hips don't lie. That boy looked like Shakira.
I saw Eli Manning do it. He said that's why I can throw the ball longer than his brother, because he does the hips don't lie.
Yep. The hips don't lie, baby. Speaking of not lying.
Okay.
Like we mentioned earlier, you are currently 0-3, my man.
So
I'm not much
thank
better.
you guys for hanging out on the stream tonight. I'm kidding. Oh yeah, we're offline. We're offline.
Yes.
What? So what's your question?
I'm not that far off, right? I'm 1-2. However, you are currently 12th in the league, and I am 6th.
Okay.
Right? A couple weeks ago, guys, right? Everybody in here, we told y'all to come up with some ideas that whoever finished last between Mike and I, we would have to do, right? Whatever stipulation y'all came up with. Y'all guys haven't sent any ideas in. We're looking for those ideas, right? One of us is going to finish last out of the 2 of us, of course, unless we finish tied, and then we'll go based off of points. But we need to know what is last place going to do between Mike and I.
Nothing too there has to be a limit of what we're doing. Like, I'm not going to go stand out in a corner with a sign butt naked. I'm not doing that. It has to be reasonable.
I mean, maybe you can stand out in a corner and say, Helmke is my fantasy football daddy.
And then I'll put in a small print enough that people can read that he really sucks and I don't like this guy.
So, guys, come up with some ideas. Send them in.
It could be me buying him a case of beer. It could be, I don't know, something. Something. I don't even know. Something. Buying him
let us
dinner or something. Or I don't know. Something.
Okay, Papa, we're gonna say no.
Yeah, that's what. I'm not okay with that. But we'll I mean, I can spend that some ways to where you still lose and I win, even though I lose.
First of all, Mike, you seem a little too happy with the butt.
No, that's not going to happen. I was just thinking of like even though I lose, I still win mentality.
Yes.
No, but butt chuck, that's not happening.
Yes.
But I know Pluto over here saying that Dak Prescott's not a top 5 quarterback, only getting paid.
Wow.
That's what what I just read at this moment.
Pluto, I'm going to need you to pick up, right? This is how you're doing. You're going to pick up your right hand, okay? You're going to hold your hand out straight, okay? You're going to point your chin out. You're going to slap yourself like 3 times for that comment, Pluto. What do you mean he's not a top 5 quarterback? Let's look at the quarterbacks in the league right now, right? You can't tell me, okay, Tom Brady, granted, right? Brady does Brady every week, okay?
Brady's cool. Brady.
Aaron Rodgers, after week 2 and 3, maybe, right?
Okay, let's just say this. What's your top 5 quarterbacks right now?
Right now. Tom Brady.
Okay.
Aaron Rodgers.
Okay.
In this order, Dak Prescott.
Okay.
I'm going to go with Derek Carr.
Okay.
And then I'm going to go with Kyler Murray.
Ooh, yeah, that's
those are my top 5 right now. Right now, I'm not going based off of their past seasons or anything like that. The way those top 5 are playing right now, those are my top 5. And let me tell you something. People are like, what about Patrick Mahomes? He's not playing very well this year. Just in case you didn't know, Kansas City's last in their division behind Oakland and Denver.
I wouldn't put Herbert my top 5. Dallas was saying Herbert. Not right now because he has had his first 2 weeks weren't the greatest. So I'm just going by like numbers. I'm not saying he's a bad quarterback. I'm not saying he's top 5 at the moment. I like your list, and I think the only one I would take out to be replaced would be Derek Carr for Matthew Stafford.
Okay, I can see that.
I would say Derek Carr is my 6th. But then again, if we're talking about numbers, and someone's probably going to tell me on this, I could even take out Aaron Rodgers and put Derek Carr somewhere in the top 5.
This is true.
Because of his week 1 performance. So I could do that. I could put Aaron Rodgers 6. And then I could probably put Matthew Stafford 3, push the 3 up to 2. And I could probably put between Kyler Murray 4 and 5 with Derek Carr.
And you know what? I do make a change. I'm sorry. And Papa's right. I would take out Derek Carr and I would put Justin Herbert in. Herbert has played lights out his second year. But Mike, our dream just came true, Mike.
Well, he beat Patrick Mahomes, but his first 2 games weren't the greatest. Yes, he did do great against the Chiefs, but I can't say one game puts him top 5.
He looked really good against us too, man. All biased aside as a Cowboys fan, Herbert looked good against us.
No, I'm not saying that he was bad, but it wasn't the Chiefs' performance that he did against the Cowboys. If he did that, I think we would lose.
Okay, well, check this out, Mike. Our dream just came true.
Okay.
Somebody is asking us for fantasy advice.
Okay, what is it?
We got Pluto. Okay. Who should I start at my flex?
Okay.
I have Josh Jacobs, Hunter Renfrow, Cordero Patterson, and Matheson from Minnesota on my bench. And he says currently he has Gronk at the flex right now, but he's injured.
Yeah, but they're saying Gronk may not play. Josh Jacobs hasn't been doing well. He didn't play last week, and we're not sure if he's playing this week. But signs are saying yes, he is going to be playing this week. I have him on my team as well. Now, I kind of like Cordero Patterson. He's a wide receiver running back combo. The last 2 weeks he's had 10-plus points. I think 2 weeks ago he had 14. I can double check.
Returns kicks and punts.
So for me, actually, I don't know Hunter Renfrow, so I don't know.
Plays for the Raiders, wide receiver.
I don't know. I can look at his numbers real quick.
Yeah, came out of Clemson, I believe. Hunter Renfrow came out of Clemson University, played with Deshaun Watson there, plays with the Raiders now. He's a good slot receiver, quick, fast, good speed. He's not afraid to go across the middle if he's needed to. Although I just feel like that Raider offense loves Waller so much that it's hard to say to put Renfrow as a starter at the flex.
I'm looking at it. So he's got 30, like at least in my point league, 34.4 points. 16 last week, 8 the week before, and 10 the week before. So I mean, he's not a bad choice. Not by any means.
Play this week.
I think I would choose between Cordell Patterson and Hunter Renfrow. They play. Moment, please.
Play
the Chargers.
The Chargers.
Yep.
All right. So, and then Patterson plays for who currently? You got to refresh my memory here.
The Bears.
Plays for the Bears, and the Bears are playing. You got to look at this stuff, team. If you play fantasy football, you got to look at who your team is playing. Is it an outside stadium?
They're playing
indoor?
Washington.
I'm going Cordell. I mean, here's the thing, right? Washington started the season before the season started. They had this top-notch defense that everybody talked about. They have not answered the bell this season. Their defense has been obliterated by every team they played the first 3 weeks.
Yeah.
So I would say, me personally, I would go Cordell Patterson.
I would agree with that one. I would agree with that as well. And now I can tell you from my perspective, I have Cordell on the bench only because I had DJ Shark Jr. in, and then he got his ankles broken. I think it was like the first quarter. In the game, he had 0 points, and I wish I had Cordell in. But yes, I do hope he's healthy, recovers fast. And I was going to swap that, and I forgot yesterday was Thursday. So yeah, so I have 0 points on the receiver.
Michael, Cordero Patterson plays for the Falcons.
Wait, why was I thinking Bears?
Yeah. They do play Washington this week, so you had the right idea.
Sorry, I was thinking. Sorry, yes, Falcons. Oh my god.
Yes, but yes, I would go with Cordell Patterson.
I was looking at my running back. That's right. Sorry. Yeah, Falcons.
Yes, golly. I would go with Cordell Patterson against Washington, and they're playing in Atlanta. So
I saw the Atlanta game 2 weeks ago, and they use him like very well, both on receiving and being a running back. And I can tell you from at least my league, I look at, he had 13.2 points last week from my points. The week before, he had 21.4, and the first week he had 7. And that's between being a receiver and a running back. So he gets both of the yards. But yeah, he's done well. I probably should have put him in, but I forgot.
And against a struggling Washington defense, when you're playing at home, if you're Atlanta, I would start Cordell at the flex. That's my thought. It seems like that's Mike's thought. Mm-hmm. So we're going to go and put the ham stamp of approval and say Cordero Patterson starting at the flex this week.
But if you feel like our pick is not good, I would Hunter Renfrow probably would be my next pick.
Yeah. I'm always good. I'm ahead of Mike for a reason. So yeah.
You're such a jerk.
Well, guys, I mean, where has the time gone, Mike?
It's that time already? Well, before we go, I wanted to say one more thing on football. 0-3 teams real quick.
Oh, yeah.
We have the Jets, the Lions, the Colts, the Giants, and the Jaguars. Who do you think is the worst team and probably will finish worse out of those 0-3s?
The Jets.
I almost think the Lions.
You know, I think,
but Jets are just as bad. So yeah.
Yeah. Here's the thing, right? Is with the Lions, they got a good coach, right? With Campbell, good hard-nosed football coach. They played well against Baltimore and lost by a last-second field goal, right? So they showed they can hang in there. I think they're going to win a couple of games here and there, right? He's turning that team into a tough-nosed football team. With the Jets, it's the Jets, man. They just can't ever seem to get it together. And with Jacksonville, which is my second team, like my second worst team, not because they're not good, but because they're so young. A new NFL coach, right? Urban Meyer's great college, but we don't know what he can do in the NFL. Poor Trevor Lawrence. I guarantee you, out of all the years that he's played football, he's never had as bad of an offensive line as he's had now.
Welcome to the NFL.
Yeah, his offensive line is horrendous, and it shows that poor guy, man. I feel bad for him, but I don't. You're a good-looking young millionaire. Get over it.
Hey, that's the reason why you're the number one pick, is because you're the number one pick of a very bad team.
Yep. So, or as I like to call them, sunshine.
Yep. So it's just, you're dumb. Remember the Titans.
Yep.
But yeah, I mean that's the reason why you're number one, is that you're going to a bad team, or maybe they're a good team. They just had a bad quarterback because of course, quarterback. So he could have been that rising star. That's what they needed to lift this team up. But no, that team was just bad.
Yeah, I think Jacksonville. I think they shit the bed by letting go of Gardner Minshew. I think they should have started Gardner and let Trevor Lawrence kind of learn the system. Build the offensive line throughout the year so that maybe next year, when your offensive line is better and Trevor knows the offense, then you start him, right? But we're in the day and age where they don't let these young kids develop, man. I mean, think about some of the great quarterbacks they got the chance to develop, right? Aaron Rodgers sat behind Brett Favre.
For Steve McNair. A good while.
Yeah. Steve McNair, rest his soul, right? Rest in peace, Steve McNair.
Tom Brady.
He sat on the bench. Yeah, Tom Brady sat on the bench for a year or two, right? So these guys were great because they got the time to develop. And nowadays, it's all about putting butts in the seats.
Yeah.
Right? And they don't – I mean, look, even Dak was going to be a backup if Tony wouldn't have got injured.
Correct. He would probably have been a few more years back if he didn't get hurt so quickly. You're right.
So I think these GMs, I get it, they're under pressure to perform and put butts in the seats, but at the end of the day, think long term, right? Is this guy going to make it if I go and I stick him in right now with as bad as this team is? And 9 times out of 10, it shows that they don't do so well, right? They're out of the league, or they're a backup within 4 years, So poor guys, I wish Trevor the best. Zach Wilson in the Jets, I wish him the best. Good young quarterback. Trey Lance is the one that's lucking out with the Niners. He gets to sit behind Garoppolo and learn the system.
That's how it should be.
Exactly.
Because now when it's his turn to go in, because either he's injured or it's his time, he's now the starter. He's had that time to watch, learn, understand how things work. Yep. He's going to be a really good quarterback when it's his time.
When it's his time, exactly.
Yeah, when it's his time. I do want to say
maybe a year or two.
Possibly. I do want to say, I know my team's 0-3. I'm better at fantasy than this. My team doesn't show it. But I did pick my wife's team, and her team is 3-0. So I have to say, I'm doing pretty well.
Hey, who did you lose to last week?
Okay, all right, guys. Thank you very much.
Who did you lose to last week?
I lost to her. Hey, her team just destroyed mine.
How bad was that? Was that like 40 points, 50 points?
65.
65 points he lost to the wife's team. But let me tell y'all something, all right? For everybody still watching, even if he hadn't picked her team for her this year,
she would still do well.
His wife is a savage when it comes to fantasy. The woman knows how to pick a team, and she knows how to perform, make that team perform. And so we mentioned it on the first episode. She is absolutely Mike's kryptonite when it comes to fantasy. So it just showed again last week. I'm sorry, Mike. I'm sorry.
That's all right. Yeah, I'm glad she's doing well, because I'm not. So it's fine. But yeah, that's going to be it for now. We'll have some more football talk next week after week 4. We'll see what's going to go on with the league. Who's still 3-0? Who's still 0-3? We'll see the great plays. We'll talk about some great moments for next week, and of course other topics as well. We'll see how all that goes.
Yes. In the meantime, hook 'em horns. Let's go, Cowboys. And red light, green light. Let's go.
Yeah, that should be a C for you guys. Yeah, cool. Yeah, thank you guys for hanging out with us. Enjoy your weekend. Have a good Friday night. Stay safe out there. If you're driving anywhere or hanging out with people, just have a good time. Enjoy it.
Yep. Fuck you, fancy.
We'll see you guys. Oh, go ahead. Finish it.
No. I beat him. I beat his ass in beer pong.
Whoop, whoop. Yep. You guys enjoy it. Have a good weekend. We'll catch you guys next Friday, same time, 8:30. And we'll talk to you guys then and see you guys then. Peace.
Later, alligator.
you.